Hello?
Hey, this is Latoya.
Hello? Yes?
Yeah, this is Bryce. I was calling from Jordan Mackey's team, responding to the callback request that you submitted. They're on like faceless YouTube channels.
Oh, yeah. Yes, what about
Okay.
it?
Yeah. I was just reaching out and making sure I call you back. So I definitely know the call is being recorded for quality assurance, but what has you interested in building your own channel?
Well, honestly, I just want to
I typically don't like saying like the call is being recorded for quality assurance, but the offer owner wants the setters to say that, so it is what it is. But I don't like it just because it kind of makes you sound like a robot. But I mean, if offer owners telling you have to do it, then you have to do it.
try to start, like, what can I say, transitioning over to just want to just, have my own business, just want to just make my own money. I'm tired of the employment, operation. Um, you know,
Making sure I call you back. So I definitely know the call is being recorded for quality assurance, but what has you interested in building your own channel?
well, honestly, I just want to try to start, like, what can I say, transitioning over to just want to just, have my own business, just want to just make my own money. I'm tired of the employment, operation. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a general manager in like so many different restaurants, and I've been let go for like the most. Oh God, it's like I've been let go because the owner wife came into town and he wanted the wife to have the job, so they clearly just let me go on my off day. So it's like I'm fed up with this employment lifestyle. You know what I mean? So what I'm
Right.
doing,
You're
I'm
talking about like the
transitioning.
stability side of it.
Yeah, it's no security in
Mhm.
employment. So I would say that I'm looking to start to transition over for just a financial security and just being self independent.
Yeah, for sure. That's I totally get where you're coming from. So financial security, not really have to depend on a job. Are you currently working now?
That's a huge pain point.
I must admit I'm receiving unemployment $1,600 every 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I am unemployed, but this while I am unemployed, I have time to get in tune with something else before my unemployment runs out in a matter of 2 years. That's what they told me.
Mhm. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. And like during your time of employment and things, like, do you have capital set aside to invest in a business right now?
I have not. I'm literally like just a blindfold lady going in just about to try some stuff, like literally.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So let's do this. I have
Okay.
a free course for you that you can run through on Jordan that Jordan put together.
So what he's doing right here, and this is what I told him to do, or I told the setters to do, to qualify them quicker. Because once you get to that point where like you're pretty good at qualifying or setting people, right? It's just a matter of like setting efficiently and doing it quicker instead of taking like 20, 30 minutes and then find out that they are broke. Is we'll typically ask if there's a hint of like they are broke, then typically you want to, throw in a question there and to see if they are broke without actually like seeing if they are. It has to sound natural though, like in the flow of conversation. I can make another video on that.
And I
Okay.
always recommend just doing that to actually find out if this is like the business path you want to go, just so you have
Okay.
more like clarity on that.
Yeah.
And then if it is, and the time does come, because the investment is between 3 to 7K to get started.
No,
So
that's fine. That's easy to come up with.
yeah, for sure. So let's set that video over to you, and then let's touch base and like let's just say to get to 3 to 7K, like how long do you think that would take?
That won't. That I mean, I have a nice amount in the bank now, but I definitely would like to see what I'm getting myself into first before I make that that investment.
Oh, okay. So I guess yeah, when I asked a minute ago, like, do you have capital set aside to invest in a business? Maybe I like misheard you or something.
Yes. Yes. I'm clearly. I got like what 6,000 in the bank. So and that was just from me working so much. That was already sitting before I even applied for unemployment. So.
Mm.
But yeah, it's just I'm
Okay.
trying to see. I want to make sure because not saying that this is your type of thing personally, but I must admit I've been scammed a lot. So I
Mm.
really want to know what I'm really getting myself into before I make that move. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's totally normal to like be skeptical.
Yeah.
Have you seen anyone else like do a business like this before?
I have not. Because everyone else
Okay.
say
Okay.
all
So
this
yeah,
work and
it's
all that.
totally reasonable to be
Yeah,
skeptical then.
I'm brave though. If it look official,
Okay.
I'm willing to give it a shot because that's just how much I'm really determined to just branch. You just want to branch off into this be self-employed. I just don't.
Mm.
It's the thing I don't feel like getting back up when at a certain time and go to these certain schedules to be scheduled to work and I just want to work at my own speed and just have my own business literally.
Okay. Yeah, and for sure. So let's do this. Well, I just want to get an idea, like, to get you some more clarity.
Okay.
Being that you like you can invest in a business.
All right, I definitely would have dove deeper into like her being scammed. I thought you were going to. Yeah, that's a huge thing that's going to come up on this on the closing call, the sales call. Like if you did everything right, but like there was one reason why she didn't move forward, that would be the reason because she's been scammed before. She's skeptical, and we just really want to make sure that we clear that objection out before we even send them on to the sales call. Just because like how I had it on my sets and how I teach other setters is like you want to treat these calls as if like they're your sales calls, and that like basically you want to have them as lay down as possible for the closer, so that way all they have to do is just like basically collect payment. That's really it. Like I'm ready to buy, like just what is it, like what do you guys offer in detail? Can you show me? Okay, cool. Where's the payment link? That's how I want to. That's how I conduct my set calls, and that's what I advise you guys to do the same as well. So you just really want to clear out any objection as possible and make it as lay down as possible for the closer.
So like I just want to make sure that we're not putting you in a tough spot if this is something you want to go forward with. So like that's why I asked the question.
And not to pause it, but the reason why that's so big, at least for me, is because like if you don't have like if you're not super confident within your closers, um, like you really want to make it. You want to take accountability you're in and like make it as easy for them as possible. Like I understand like if their closers aren't good, that's another thing. But if they're not good with like objection handling or, just something like that, like it'll be super huge if you take accountability and put it on your own self to make sure that you don't even like risk, that them even giving objections at the end of the call. Because at the end of the day, that's your money, right? And if they don't close, you don't get paid. So,
Oh my God,
but
yeah.
I want you to be able to get like,
Just have my own business, literally.
okay, yeah, and for sure. So let's do this. Well, I just want to get an idea, like, to get you some more clarity.
Okay.
Being that you can invest in a business, like, I just want to make sure that, we're not putting you in a tough spot if this is something you want to go forward with. So like, that's why I asked the question.
Oh my God,
But
yeah.
I want you to be able to get like a clear answer. And so if everything made sense, we could actually help you not have to go back to work. Because it sounds like that's something that's, at the end of the day, it's like not stable to
Right.
wake
It's
up every
not
day and feel
stable.
like it's not gonna be there. So I mean, what do you feel like is the ideal amount you need to be making from your channels to like have the stability or like not need to go back to work?
That is a really good question. I'm the type where I'm a very humble person. So,
definitely should have dove deeper into like what happened with her old job to where like she got fired. Because let's
yeah, it's no.
Insurance, but what has you interested in building your own channel?
Well, honestly, I just want to try to start like, what can I say, transitioning over to just want to just have my own business. Just want to just make my own money. I'm tired of the employment, operation. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a general manager in like so many different restaurants, and I've been let go for like the most. Oh God, like I've been let go because the owner wife came into town and he wanted the wife to have the job, so they clearly just let me go on my off day. So it's like I'm fed up with this employment lifestyle. You know what I mean? So what I'm
Right.
doing, I'm
Talking about like the
transitioning.
stability side of it.
Yeah, it's no security in employment. So I would say that I'm looking to start to transition over for just a financial security and just being self-independent.
Yeah, gee. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, how long ago was that? Right? Dive deeper into that. Oh, that was last year or a few months ago. Okay. I mean, and that's very unfortunate, but I mean, like, is this the only time this has happened, or like, has this happened before in the past too? Something like that. And then another question you ask is like, okay, well, would you say this is like the main reason on why you want to have your own business? Or is there also another stack of reasons as to why you want to have your own business as well? Because if this was the only reason, I mean, you could just be a general manager at another restaurant, right? I mean, I'm not too familiar with the restaurant industry, but like, is that like a possibility? No, it's not, because then I have to start from the bottom up and like this, and that. Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, and then you continue on from there.
Made sense. We could actually help you. Not gonna be there. So I mean, what do you feel like is the ideal amount you need to be making from your channels to like have the stability or like not need to go back to work?
That is a really good question. I'm the type where I'm a very humble person. So, I know because since I feel like I'm like what did you call this? I'm like just really starting off, not really having that much experience with these online courses. I'll start off at the minimum, and just to see how my money will generate. And I'm the type like once my money starts generating and manifesting, I'm willing to push forward, just push even more dedication and determination into to that field. Of knowing that this is real, and I have all the time on my hands right now to take my time and read and look into all of this stuff. So that I can eventually branch off into this field. So I'm looking about, let me see, 3,000. I don't know how it works. So I don't know, 3,000 a month. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So that's like
Yeah.
is that like phase one? Like if everything you just want to kind of be humble, you said.
Yeah, yeah. I was just, I like okay, like at the what is that, the casino, and they got like what is that, the $5 slots, and they got the dollar slots, and they have what is that, the quarter slots and the penny slots.
Yeah.
So let's say like if I never, because I don't gamble for real, so if I'm gonna gamble, I think because then it's a lot like this, it's still a gamble. You can consider it like a gamble, So I have like $100, and to take this risk, and I think on my smart IQ, I think I'm gonna start off with the penny slots. So if I do win, then I'm not gonna spend that whole entire 100. I think I'll put
Mm-hmm.
25 into that to see where I go. You know what I mean? And then
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you.
it's like I'm just trying to see how would it actually go for me, instead of me just taking the entire 100, playing a $5 slot, and then boom, there I go. All my money's gone.
Yeah. No, I hear
Trying to
you.
take that risk, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And I would say, like with Jordan, he's been doing this for about a decade now, so since
Okay.
2016. We've helped around 10,000 clients, and we work with them to either supplement their income or to completely replace it. So anywhere from let's say 10,000 to upwards of 100,000 a month.
Oh
And
my God.
I don't say that to like give you expectations that you're going to make 100,000 a month, but I do
Okay.
want to show you what's possible within this industry. Just because like 3K a month it's on the lower end to be transparent. I mean, it's a good starting point, but there is so much more possibility with this business that you could go with. Does that make sense?
Good.
I would say that was a good way of phrasing it, of letting her know like the possibilities. I just would have asked her like, okay, yeah, that's obviously phase one, like you mentioned, but like, what is that goal that we're actually striving for? Like, I know you mentioned like you don't want to be employed, you want to be your own boss. Like, how much will we need to be making per month for you not to have to go back to another 9 to 5 again? Oh, 8K a month. Okay, cool. And with you making 8K a month, like besides like, being your own boss and not being employed, what other opportunities would that open up for you? Oh, I'd be able to have, to travel and to invest into businesses, XYZ, right? We want to kind of put the ball in their court. What we want to do is we're guiding them, but like with the right questions instead of like telling them like, hey, this is possible, this, and this, right? You only want to ask that. You only want to say that like line, that word track, is if like they genuinely are not even, to be honest with you. Even if they don't know about the business model, like you still want to figure out what it is that they want to do and with the business, how much would they need to be making? Okay, cool. That's something that we can go based off of and then reverse engineer out based off of that.
Sounds good. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, for sure. So
For me, so I don't know. I don't know how this works at all.
yeah, and then just to also give you clarity on like the business itself is, have you ever seen like you're going on YouTube and you watch those videos where like there's a voiceover and like nobody's actually showing their face, but they're kind of like talking about something?
Right.
So that's the type of videos that are being made, and what we specialize in is helping you actually build that YouTube channel up. And then at the end of the day, when you start producing, or you can start from the beginning, it's by hiring a team to put in place to do 95% of the work for you. Like where they produce all the content, all you're really doing is managing over it. And then when that actually works out, you can start branching into other YouTube channels. So Jordan, the guy that was on the ad that you opted in on, he's doing around 60,000 a month with 6 channels.
Oh my God. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
So I mean,
impressive.
so whenever you mentioned that you kind of had like that job situation and you want to be self-employed, how long have you felt that way? Like you wanted to go and do that?
To be honest, okay, just really make it as brief as
Yeah, so we never got clear. I don't know if you do later on, but so far we haven't got clear on like what her final goal is. We just got phase one.
possible. Like this started back in 2016. That was when I became a general manager of this restaurant at Wingstop, right? And then they gave me another store, so I was running like 3 stores. And make a long story short, man, I ran those 3 stores for like almost 5 or 6 years straight, and then it was really sad on the end because they put me through these changes to where I was not able to like collect, and this was the policy. Couldn't collect any unemployment if you were to be terminated. Even though I was running the 3 stores, they still just put me on a minimum salary pay, as though like I'm just working just out of one store. So I literally ran myself to the ground to the point I was in the hospital, meaning 7 days a week, 14-hour shifts, like no off days, no life, literally. I only had time just to go to sleep, and wake up and go right back to work. It was just, it felt like prison. It did, and then. So now, excuse my French, but they did after they shit canned me. Then I wasn't able to get no unemployment. Then of course everything kind of went down spiral. Then, okay, so now I have an impressive resume. Of course, you know how that works. People putting up my resume. Oh my God, you look like you do a wonderful job. What you just did, XYZ 1 2 3. Moving forward. So now I get hired at another restaurant, general manager again. Now, imagine at this point, and mentally, I was already burnt out from the management field. Okay, from the last episode. So, but then you know how it goes. It's like now you at the point you had no money. You're like, okay, I'll just take this offer because of the fact that money was a little impressive. So they gave $30 an hour, and it was almost the same type of I'm gonna say it was the same type of time where, it was merging back into the 7 days a week again. It was merging back into the 14-hour shifts. Yep, and it was and then now it got so bad to the point, because I've been down that road already, right? So I told the supervisors, I was like, I was in no physical condition to be, burning myself out basically, right? And it was so sad because they didn't have no remorse for anything. They didn't. and it got really bad. My knees and stuff, they was bruised really bad for standing, and it was just even getting more weird because others like supervisors from different stores coming inside my store, and I just needed 30 minutes to just try to like take a break to eat. They was telling me I couldn't even take a break to eat. And
Yeah, no way.
yeah, right. So I'm like, you guys, I could call the police for this. For like seriously, you're trying to kill me in here, right? So, make a long story short, I can't forget how that worked. So yeah, my legs was hurting so bad one night. Like the sharp pains, like it felt like ice picks was like stabbing me in my knees and in my ankles. So man, the minute I looked up, my knees were like purple and my ankles was like swollen, and I freaked out. Right, so me, I ran to the hospital, went to the ER, and they was telling me I have a letter that stated that I need to be off my feet for an entire month because that was straight abuse on my, on my body. So why did I send my supervisor that letter? And the supervisor told me that don't worry about me being off for that long. I could just return the key to the store because you're no longer working here. And I said, what?
Yeah, it's cool. All that time and effort you put into it, physically, mentally, everything, just for them to push you out and
yeah. So now I'm doing everything in my power. Like I don't want to do that employment stuff. Like I don't.
I don't blame you. It sounds pretty rough.
I'm done with. I'm just so done. Literally stick a fork in me because I'm done.
Yeah, I can hear it as well. So like, what do you feel like you need from us?
So the next question, that was really good listening. I'd say the next question is like, okay, well, I mean, like how long ago was that? Okay, cool. Well, what if, like, I understand you don't want to do the employment stuff. So I guess, like, what have you been doing in the meantime to not go back to the job and, make money on your own, right? Figure out what she's doing. Oh, I've looked into drop shipping. I looked into e-commerce, Amazon FBA, this and that. Okay, cool. And like, what's going on? Like, what is that looking like now? What's the progress on that? Okay, like you really just want to dive deep on every little thing on like what she's doing, because if we fight, if we don't get that on the set call and that comes up on the closing call, and for whatever reason, like the closers don't handle that situation, that could be a reason why they don't move forward on the sales call, is because they're like, oh yeah, I'll just do drop shipping. Like, it's cheaper. I found a course that's $3K. Yours is $7,000. Like, I'm good off of that. Right. Like, you want to eliminate every possibility, close every door that you can, that they don't go to another business model. So,
in order to, reach that point.
Well, I would like definitely would love a one-on-one team, like someone that can walk me through the process, so I can really get in tune with what I'm doing, and to like figure out how this this type of field really works. So I can eventually start manifesting this sort of just being like a guy on a video one day. I'm looking forward to goals, like branching into like elevating. That always has been my energy, was the fact of why I did put in a lot of energy in the past of that management. Just wanted to just branch off and elevate. Just want to elevate my life.
Yeah, and I can also like feel that energy as well. Like you seem like a really great person, and it sounds like you will take advantage of that as well in the past.
Yeah,
unfortunately. So that's unfortunate. That is the way that even employers.
But I don't let it get me. I don't let it get me down.
Yeah.
But my grandma used to tell me, "Don't kill you, make you stronger." So now that's why I'm here talking on the phone with you.
There you go. Yeah, for sure, 100%. Well, the way that we help is exactly what you were mentioning. Is we do get that team to at least walk you through the process.
Yeah.
all right, now he's pitching. So yeah, that's good. Overall, good call. One of the better set calls I've reviewed so far. I would just say, again, dive deeper into the scam. Like, she's been scammed before, super skeptical. Dive deeper into what she's doing now. What else has she tried? What's going to happen if she doesn't find a way to make money on her own within the next 2 years, right? Because she says she's on disability for 2 years. Then after that, she's off of it. What's going to happen after that if she doesn't find money? What's going to happen if she continues down this path, right? She's making $1,600 every 2 weeks, so that's $3,300, I believe, a month. So yeah, and then okay, cool. And like, so with that being said, like with what you're doing now, are you going to be able to actually make a living off of by yourself with the business, or do you feel like you need to do something different, like YouTube automation, to make that happen? Right. Give her two outs. Give her two options. Oh no, I need to do something like this. Okay, cool. Boom. What do you feel like you need from us to help you get there? And that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed this call. If you guys have any questions, write it down in the comments or DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is in the bio of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.